Hello sweet friend, my name is Maike, and in this video I would like to make a spring themed sticker border for my journal page. This is a fun little project that is just very soothing to do and brings a lot of cheer to the journal page. And in terms of what stickers we're going to use, we're actually going to make these stickers ourselves using the Liene PixCut S1. This is a amazing little thing. This is a printer and cutter all in one machine. This is crazy. So we're gonna try that out and see how that works. This machine was kindly sent to me by Liene for the purposes of this review, and we're gonna see what we can make with this. So I'm opening up the Liene photo app. This is what you use to set up your print file. And as you can see, they have some templates ready-made for you, but I decided to make my own. And I'm clicking upload here, and this will give you access to your own photo library on your smartphone. So you do have to use the smartphone for this printer. And then I selected the design that I prepared for today, and I'm resizing it to fit this paper that's in the printer, which is, I think it's 4x7. And I feel like I didn't set up my design quite right, so I will end up with a little bit of empty space, but that's fine. And then you can set the border for the sticker yourself, so how much white space you want to leave around the motif. You do have to be careful not to go too snug, or otherwise, obviously, there might be some cutting mistakes. And so here I'm showing you the back of the printer. This is where the paper is stored. And so before printing, you have to install the paper, but it's really nice that they give you the option to have that tucked inside there for storage. And here you can see the first color coming out. So this is one of the printers who does it in a 4-step process. So first yellow, and then I think the next one was magenta, and now we're doing cyan. And they also have a step where the designs get laminated to make them more waterproof or permanent. And then we get to cutting, and this machine is really precise, and I feel like this is going so smoothly. This video clip is sped up just a little bit, but I don't think this took very long, and it's just so fun to watch it go and cut it all out. And there we have it, a sticker sheet, just like that. And yes, they do come up. Wonderful. And here are the 2 sticker sheets that I want to work with. I think they turned out lovely. The colors are nice and bright and vibrant, really joyful. The cut lines turned out really well. There's no misalignment. And I guess that's one of the benefits of it coming out of one machine, that you don't have to get to sync 2 machines. So that's really nice, and probably very beginner friendly if you've never worked with a cutting machine before, to have it all in one little device. I will say that you are limited to their paper. So they have a photo paper, and they have this sticker paper with the sticky backing that we're working with today. And then you buy those off of Liene in a bundle with the ink cartridge that goes into the printer. So that is something to take into account. This is quite glossy sticker paper. It does bring out the vibrancy of the colors, so that is nice. But if you're someone who is not a big fan of glossy stickers, then this is probably not for you. Alrighty, but let's see if we can set up a cute little sticker border. I thought it might be nice to go all the way. Sometimes it's also fun to do half, like a half circle or like a wreath almost to frame the journaling. But I want to get as much spring onto this page as I possibly can. And so let's start here, and let's see how easy these peel. Yeah, that comes right off, but I do have to make sure, this is quite tough sticker paper, so I don't want to rip anything. I think I already have, unfortunately, Yeah, I think this poor thing is losing the feet. There we go. And yeah, whenever I work on stuff like this, I realize there is a reason people love their sticker pipettes. Not pipettes. Is that correct? Tweezers, yeah. They're sticker tweezers because that makes some of this a little easier. And so what I really go for when I work out these frames is a lot of times I start with the corners because there are just some designs like this one that just screams to be in a corner. And how about we do that on the opposite page? So I'm looking for the overall shape of the stickers and how they leave the gap for where I want to write, but then also how they fill the space in terms of going to the edge of the paper. And then maybe there's a little bit of thought about how I string the colors together, that they kind of connect in a satisfying way, but a lot of this is just really play. And I am someone who definitely sometimes has a little bit of problems with overthinking things like this. And I don't know, it's nice to let go sometimes and just, you know what, we're just putting stickers on a page. And I do love just, you know, putting something cute down and letting myself go a little bit, or letting my thoughts wander and just have myself react to what's happening and build it step by step. Let's see here if we have a little purple there, maybe some more purple here. I do feel like what I can get better at with these is figure out the spacing a little bit better. And I think that was my mistake on the file. There might have been a little bit of a piece there that it cut out that white bit there. I really like that you're able to set a border, so you can have the white border that goes around the stickers, thicker or thinner, depending on your own preferences. And since we now have a lot of purple here, maybe we go have more yellow there. Oh, and these accidentally stuck together. I think that's, yeah, that's more my setting up the file this way. I would assume that eventually you get a little bit more of a feeling for how much space you need between the elements. And you could also always load in individual elements rather than preparing or pre-preparing a sticker sheet. Maybe like that. What do you think? I also pulled out my washi tape with these butterflies, so wherever there's these little spaces, we might be able to fill some of that in with some butterflies. How about this cutie right here with the tulips going right there? Yeah, that might be nice. And then put a butterfly up there to fill in the gap. Have you ever made a sticker wreath? You can also just go down one side if that's more your thing. That's fun too. What do we think? Maybe some blue with these blue bells. That's quite cute. As a small child, I loved all these books with the flower fairies, so I feel like these designs was a little bit inspired by that. Yeah. We can have cat fairies, can't we? Although these don't have, these of course don't have wings, but that's okay. I'm actually not quite sure. Do fairies have to have wings, or are there fairy folk that don't? I'm not that well versed in that regard. Yeah, maybe we put some more of these. I specifically included these smaller flowers so we can scatter them into the little spaces here and there. Maybe one right here or there. Yeah, maybe right here. Cute, very fun, very fun. And then maybe one of these pansies. I have found that pansies are quite fun to draw. And if you didn't know, in German, they're actually called mother-in-laws. I think it's because they can look so mean, or maybe that's just the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland that makes them look so mean, you know, when they have the faces. Oh, I definitely want this one peeking out from the colorful tulips. I think some of the colors maybe have a little bit of a cast to it, which is probably because of that coated paper, but yeah, to me that's not a deal breaker. It's still quite vibrant, and I like that they're coming out so crisp. So yeah, well, that's cute. Do I want to maybe put one more daffodil up there, maybe, or here, right in the middle, into the crease? Yeah, I feel like this, can we move this? How sticky is the sticker paper? I am gluing this down on Midori paper. Yep. Oh no, it does rip the paper, so it is pretty sticky. Sometimes, like with washi paper, you can move like washi tape. It comes back up, but I guess washi paper is also not the most sticky thing in the world. What do you think? Isn't that so cute? I also have this pansy right here, but maybe down here. Does that fit? Yeah, that could be cute. And then let's scatter in some butterflies, because I feel like that's a good way of filling some of the gaps. I wish I had designed some cute butterflies like this, but it's okay. We can mix and match. That's the fun thing. I also feel like this could be fun. I mean, sure, it's nice to have a theme like this and get into the spring mood. But if you're somebody who just, you know, has a lot of stickers, or wants to mix and match of, you know, making your own stickers, and this would be so fun if you have photos of, say, a weekend trip. You can turn them into stickers and then just collage around and then have the writing in the middle. That would be really fun. That would be quite a unique way of yeah, capturing a weekend or capturing a trip. I think that would be quite lovely. Maybe in here. Yes, this is definitely a way to de-stress. Let me know, what's your favorite way of using stickers? Do you use them to illustrate your day, or do you like to be more decorative with them, where it's more about the theming rather than yeah, necessarily being day specific? Let me know. I was like hearing about that kind of stuff. Let's put one here, just because we don't have quite that many butterflies up there. Yeah. How about that? I think that's cute. And then I still have these left over for a different project. Although I say that and still pick up. Yeah, I think that's maybe a little tight. We'll put that on my sticker release paper. Yeah, look at that. Such a fun project. Really easy to do, just a little joyful thing. Yeah, wonderful. I'm gonna fill in my writing now, and if you have any questions about the Liene PixCut, leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to reply. I'll also have a link to the machine in the description. And otherwise, thank you so much for sharing this time with me, and let me know if you're gonna make a sticker border. All right, until next time, happy journaling.